This message is for all Africans. The Afcon will be starting on the 13th of January. Now, I want to speak particularly to the Nigerians. Now, if you look properly, you will see the list of the players that has been listed by the Nigerian coach to represent Nigeria in the Afcon. This year's Afcon will be a very difficult one for a lot of teams. A lot of big teams will suffer this period because these big teams are not performing at the highest level. You know, Nigeria in particularly, if you check this list properly, you will notice that we don't have players to bank on in order for us to win the Afcon this year. If you check these players very well, you will see in the midfield, we don't have enough manpower in that midfield. Particularly, I don't see anybody on that list that can hold the midfield down for Nigeria. You know, the most I understand in football is if you must win a game, you have to hold down the midfield. If your midfield is very poor, there is no way you are winning any game. If you know football, you understand this thing I'm telling you. If your midfield is very poor, you cannot win any game, most especially if your attacking midfielders are very poor. It will be very difficult for you to, or for the team to win any game. Or even if they have to win, they will suffer before they win the game. Now, I don't know which player Nigeria is banking on to hold down the midfield for them in the Afcon. But looking at these players I have up here, I don't see Nigeria doing something tangible at the Afcon. I think a lot of Nigerian players are just going there to become spectators, just to watch. Because yes, Osimhen is very good, Boniface is very good, excellently good. But can we bank on them alone as attackers without having a midfield? No, we cannot, because these attackers actually need people to assist them, to back up their play. You cannot keep striker alone and you expect magic to happen. You have to have backup players that can be giving him or feeding them the ball up front. But we don't have a player like that in the Nigerian midfield. We don't have. So in the defense, if you look at the defense also, it's very poor. I don't know. Personally, particularly, I don't see anybody in that defensive lineup that can stand for Nigeria, that can even lay a claim to becoming the best defender in the tournament. I don't see any of them. So I keep thinking, do you think Nigeria has what it takes to lay a claim to this Afcon? It's been long we won it. It's been long, and if we win it now, we're African giants. You know, we're African giants, and if we don't win it now, it's a shame to a team like Nigeria. Like, this Nigerian team, so far so good, has not been impressive. You know, the last World Cup we did not attend, and this year's qualifiers for World Cup we are still having issues. Now we are at the Nations Cup. What is the possibility that we are winning this game? Now, not to talk about the keeper. We don't even have a keeper. How can you go to a tournament without a keeper? How can you go to a tournament without a keeper? Nigeria, if they're not careful, this Nigerian team, will be humbled and embarrassed by all the teams they will play with. I just hope these defenders and the keepers and the midfielders put up their best. Because if they don't, Nigerian team will be humbled and embarrassed by anybody in the group stage. Now, I'm going to show you the first 5 Afcon features right now. And let's see what you think about them. Looking at these features, you could see that the only team that looks like a team that can lay a claim to a win in these first features among the big boys, you will be looking at teams like Senegal and Egypt and maybe Ghana. But the rest other teams I'm seeing here might be humbled and embarrassed by their opponents. First of all, Nigeria. There's no chance Nigeria is winning Equatorial Guinea. Well, except they have to take up the fighting spirit of Nigerians. If they don't, if they still play like the way they played in the World Cup qualifier that they played last some weeks ago, and they play like that in the Afcon, they will be humbled and embarrassed by this team. And look at the Ivory Coast also. Ivory Coast, lately, Ivory Coast has not been particularly very good. And they might be shocked also. Same as Nigeria, they might be shocked. I don't really understand why we have a foreign coach to start with. Because we have never had a foreign coach in recent time that has delivered. So why would we still continue having or employing coaches like this? Like, for me, he doesn't have a tactics. He doesn't have a style of play. So why do we keep signing or employing coaches like this? Anyway, I only wish them the best of luck. But it will be very difficult for me to put my hope on Nigeria right now. The only players I see that can really make me proud is maybe the attackers. You understand? The attackers. Boniface is superb. Osimhen is superb. But the rest of the people, I don't know. So what are your thoughts? Do you think Nigeria can win their first game? Or do you think Nigeria can even leave the group stage? Or do you think this squad over here is the best squad Nigeria has? There's no other person left out. This is the best squad Nigeria has. If you have any of these thoughts, just share it on the comment section. Let's discuss. Don't forget to share and like this video. Please share this video, I beg. And try to follow me for more. God bless you.